Can't believe it. Can you believe we're halfway through? You're like, yeah, I can believe it. You literally won't stop posting videos. Like, stop, please. Alright, what's up, you guys? I'm Troy. Thanks for joining me today. It is day 15. We are halfway through this 30-day meditation series, and that's awesome. Can't believe it. Can you believe we're halfway through? You're like, yeah, I can believe it. You literally won't stop posting videos. Like, stop, please. We're halfway through. We've only got a little bit more to go, but for those of you who are joining me, I really hope that you're enjoying it. And even if you're just doing like one every now and then, like, that's amazing. That's a whole new thing that you're trying and you're doing, and that's so cool. So I hope you're enjoying them. Today's gonna look a little different. I want to talk a little bit about just some reflections, some intentions going forward for me, for you guys. I just think it's a good, a halfway point. I think that's a good time to check in with what you're doing and kind of look ahead and be like, okay, what works, what doesn't work, what feels weird, what feels right. And so, yeah, let's look at it through this framework of reflections and intentions. And I guess I'll start with myself before we get into our practice together. And as it refers to these teachings and this practice specifically, I was really hesitant when things shifted to online, what that would look like for me, right? I didn't really know, what does teaching yoga online look like? What does teaching meditation online look like? It's a different skill set. It's a different process. You don't have immediate feedback, like energetic feedback from students, which is super weird. I know for myself, and I think for a lot of teachers, that's how we operate. It's, in many ways, it's like if a comedian is doing stand-up without laughter, that's kind of weird, like, so it does take some adjusting. And then eventually, and I would say pretty late into these changes, it got to the point where it was like, okay, well, time to adapt, time to learn these skills and do it. So I'm just really grateful that you guys have been along for this journey with me as I hopefully get better on camera and get more comfortable with doing these teachings online, One thing I would say is 30 days on Instagram is a long ass time. So for y'all sticking with me, thank you. There have been moments where I'm like, shit, like, we're how many days in so far? But I know the real ones out there. Y'all have been pulling me through. And for those of you who are like, I have never meditated and I don't want to meditate and I don't want to do yoga, and why are you sharing all this stuff? And like, why? Thank you for sticking with me as well. I promise it will be less after these 30 days are up. We're almost there. And so what I want to do, let's take a couple breaths, let's come into our space, and then let's kind of think about a little bit, like, reflect on the past few weeks, months, however long back you want to go, right? And then let's look forward and say, like, okay, what are some things we are looking forward to and excited about and want to accomplish or want to pursue or want to learn? And just kind of sit with those thoughts for a little bit. So we'll spend a couple minutes with our reflections, and then we'll do a couple minutes with our intentions. And if you want to write them down, you can write them down. If you want to just think about them, that's what I'll be doing in this one. And I'll tell you when we're at halfway so that we can switch from the past to the future. But inhale deeply here. Exhale it all the way out. Inhale 2 more times. Inhale. find whatever's comfortable for you. If you stay with hands at heart center, hands in Gyan Mudra, they can come sitting on the lap. If you're writing, you can write. Just whatever's comfortable. You can be laying down. Just think. Start rewinding. Look at the past few days, few weeks, few months, the past year. Zoom out. Zoom out and look at your journey up until here. Look at all that you've accomplished, the amazing things you've done. And if you struggle to see the amazing things you've done, I know what that's like. And trust me, they're there. You're just not seeing them. So try. The relationships in your life. Your understanding of self. Perhaps it's career. Perhaps it's self-development. Maybe you took up a new hobby. Maybe you started cooking, playing tennis, whatever that thing is. Just sit here for a few minutes and try to smile through. You think about all that you've been through. Good, and I want you to look at that timeline and I want you to zoom it on into the present. Zoom it on into where you are right now. See yourself through your closed eyes. What does your present look like? What are you doing now? Take a deep breath here. And let it out. Good, and inhale, zoom out again, this time looking at your future. What does tomorrow look like in the next day, the next week, the next month, the next year? What do your relationships look like? Your family, your friends, your lovers. What does that look like? How do you spend your day? What's bringing you joy? What's making you full? It looks bright. Allow this future to be surrounded with light, brightness, good energy. you set an intention. Maybe you say, maybe it's a goal, or maybe it's just, maybe the goal is actually a feeling that you want to embody, right? Maybe it's I am strong, or I am confident, I am good, I am loved. Take that on and see yourself. See yourself in that light. And smile with it. Take it in. And know that that tomorrow is here for you. It's ready for you, and you're ready for it. This is you preparing. Take a deep breath in. Inhale that future you want. Inhale. Hold the breath in. And exhale it out. Inhale. And exhale, zoom the timeline back on into the present. See yourself once more. See yourself with this understanding of the past, this understanding of the future. And allow your palms to come together at heart center. So you take in this understanding. You take in this knowing of self. Rub the palms together. Connect the two hemispheres of the brain, the two sides of this timeline here. Take a deep breath in, soak it all in. And breathe it on out. Inhale. And exhale. One last time, breathe it in. Hold the breath at the top here. And exhale. All right, I enjoyed that one. Thank you for joining me today. If you know someone who might benefit from a meditation practice, please send this their way. I'd super appreciate that. I'm so glad you're joining me with these videos. It means a lot to me. I'm enjoying having you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sat Nam. I'll see you again tomorrow.